Hello, in this lecture we're going to talk about Firewall D rich rules. Rich rules provide a much greater level of control through more system granular options. Rich rules can also be used to configure logging, masquerading, port forwarding, and rate limiting. For further information on the syntax of rich rules and examples, you can see the manual page, man 5, firewall D dot rich language, and this will give you more of the syntax and more information about the rich rules. Okay, this will be a useful resource if you are taking, like, say, RHCE or LFCE. If man pages are allowed, then this is something you can take a look at. So once multiple rules are in place, they will be processed in a certain order. Port forwarding and masquerading rules will be applied first, followed by any logging rules, then any allow rules, and finally any deny rules. A packet will use the first rule it applies to it in this order. If it does not match a rule, it will hit the default deny. And we're going to use some examples. So in our first example, we're going to add the rich rule to add a specified rule. Here are allowing traffic from the range, like, say, 10.0.0/24 into only 192.168.0.10/32 through TCP ports 8080 through 8090. Okay, and here's how you do it. Firewall -cmd -permanent -zone equals, let's call it testing, -add -rich -rule equals rule family equals IPv4, and then we're going to have source address equals 10.0.0.0/24. Destination address equals 192.168.0.10/32. And then we're going to provide the port information with the range. So port is port equals 8080 through 8090. Protocol equals TCP accept. And the command we are using is firewall cmd permanent zone equals testing. Make sure you have created this zone before, okay? Otherwise it's going to give you an error. And then you add this rich rule. Add rich rule equals to rule family equals IPv4. Source IP address is this. Destination IP address is this. And port is equal to port 8080 through 8090. Protocol is equal to TCP, and accept. Okay, it was successful. Okay, and now we're going to list the rich rules. So firewall -cmd -permanent -zone equals testing -listing list -rich rules. And this is our rule right there when you list it. Okay, suppose if you want to go ahead and remove this list or remove this rule, then I'm trying to get back to that command so that I don't have to type the whole command again. Oh, let me go ahead and type it. It's going to be firewall -cmd -permanent -zone equals testing -remove -rich -rule equals rule family equals IPv4 source address equals 10.0.0.0/24 destination address equals 192.168.0.10/32, and next is the port command, port, and then port equals 8080 to 8090. Protocol equals TCP accept. Okay, so one thing that I was missing is I did not start the code and I just said the end code, and that's why I was getting an error, or not an error, but I wasn't getting a success prompt. So I just had to add that, and now we are back on the prompt and it was successful. So now we have successfully removed the rich rule.